No manners. 62. Nigga, let's talk about money and how I invest in the shit I get paid to do. These niggas follow the blind, no sense of direction, that shit that a slave would do. I really be taking them risks and pop on the flight, you know how the president do. These niggas hissing like snakes, extending their hand and playing like the shit really cool. Roll up the gas, sit back and I laugh. I feel all the hate and the greed. Geppetto on niggas that's in competition, is how I'm controlling the strings. These niggas mice that grew to be rats, bring out them discovery packs. I'm speaking the facts, I ate with them killers, I damn it took over the trap. These niggas is actors, wanna be factors. My name good in the streets, my name good on the yard. I know how to suit up and stand on the G. Take it back to the kitchen while I ain't learned how to step from these niggas. They been taking the credit like I don't know shit, like I wasn't the nigga. In the pot with the vision, the steam gon' drop it, the soda gon' catch it. Cold water gon' lock it, take 9 over half and I scrape out the extras. I ain't fucking with you, Alpo ass niggas, Uncle Ice ass niggas, Calvin ass niggas.
I'm sorry.
He came for you first, friend. Right. Like you was the first
Oh,
one.
we already
Exactly.
started.
Oh.
Well, hey, welcome everybody to Southern Family Podcast. Today we have a special guest. We actually have a Low Key Conversations podcast.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Like you said, this is Low Key Conversations. I'm your girl, Lo.
And I'm Key.
And of course, y'all know what we are. You can follow me on IG at lady_Lachey or on Facebook at Lolita Lachey.
And you can find me on IG at _Kiera Simmons.
Well, thank y'all for coming on. There was something I wanted to ask you guys.
Appreciate it.
What was it that made y'all want to sit down and start a podcast? And what was it that y'all decided that you two could do it together?
Okay, well, for me, because we're very opinionated. That's our show. It's an opinionated show. We just giving our opinions, how we feel about stuff. It's nothing like factual. It's just all opinionated.
Some of it is factual.
Yeah, some of it. We do our research now. Right. But for us, it's literally like us just as friends. We always just be like goofy, and sometimes we have deep conversations. It's just us always just talking and chit-chatting. We like, shoot, this us every day. We might as well go ahead and put it out, let the world hear it and laugh. Because literally, we'll have people sitting in on our conversations. They're like, y'all really funny when y'all sit there and just be talking. We be like,
we're so different.
Yeah.
We're really different.
Yeah, so we just was like, shoot, we might put this conversation out to let people hear what we talk about. Because sometimes we do be dropping hidden gems now. Don't get me wrong. We'll be out here saying that good stuff.
Right. I think that's kind of how we got started, too. With that same feeling of just, why not put this shit on camera? That's all we got to do.
We actually
already got the content.
Started, if I'm not mistaken, we started when COVID first started, right?
Yeah. I mean, we had plans to start before COVID.
But COVID got it popping.
Yeah, because we was quarantined in the house, bored.
Had nothing, and we were actually staying together at that time. So we had nothing to do. So we got on Amazon, and we started recording and playing with GarageBand.
Yeah. Literally playing
so
around.
Y'all do all of the editing.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't do. Me and Jude was going back and forth. I was like, bro, I can't do
don't get
this.
us wrong. It took us a minute because at first we tried to hire a guy. Like he actually,
he was doing good.
Yeah, he did really good. He's a producer. We'll literally record and give it to him, and he'll do all the, you know what I'm saying, good stuff. But of course, because he was at a distance, we was like, can you show us? So he kind of taught us some things, and we just took it and ran with it. That's pretty much how it is.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, sounds just like how we was talking about how we should have been doing this.
And I told them, I want to say 13 years ago, man, something like that.
Wait,
it's been a minute. This was before podcast was even popular.
Wait, how old?
Wait, that's what I was going to ask.
Well, no, me and Anthony, we've been friends for well over 15 years.
Since the 6th grade. No, 5th grade.
Well, that's what's
like
up.
that.
Y'all got us beat.
Oh, yeah?
We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of experiences we could share with the world.
A lot of history.
Right. Definitely a lot of history.
We got history, too. There'd be some funny stuff. There'd be some funny stuff.
Maybe we'll get into some of that.
Yeah.
But, okay. Let's see. I know I listened to one. I don't know which episode it was. But on a number episode, but it was Battle of the Sexes, Double Standards.
It was Double Standards.
That's what it was.
That was our last episode.
Yeah, that was
episode
that's the only
6.
one I listened to.
Okay.
Yeah, that was episode 6, Double Standards. We just really pretty much wanted to get into the female version of double standards of how we feel on the outside. Now, we didn't have guys there to be able to give us the input.
How do y'all feel about that episode?
How do we feel about it?
Yeah.
I mean, when I listened to it, I'm like, okay, I understand. This is the female perspective. And I felt like the only thing was missing was the male perspective. And like you said on your podcast, this is your opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much what I took from it. Now, some of the stuff I was hearing, I was just like, okay.
Do you remember any of the stuff that you said on?
Let me think. Let me think.
I'm trying to think. What did we say that?
I know one thing we did say was, why is it that when a man cheats, he expects for a woman to take him back?
Right, but when it's
when a
other
woman
women,
cheats, you want nothing to do with her. Like,
I feel like the difference is when a man cheats is solely off like a physical.
A nigga can just want some.
Yeah,
pussy.
just want. I'm sorry. Can I finish?
wait,
Can we
he gave
finish?
he gave a straight answer.
Yeah, it's just,
I'm ready.
Excuse us, sometimes we want to attack.
Yeah,
Get into
I'm
attack
working
mode,
on
you
it. I'm
know.
working on
I
it.
get
That's
it.
what we'll do. We'll get into attack mode.
Yeah, we feel like it's more of a physical response. But I feel like when a woman cheats, it's almost to the point where it's premeditated. Like you knew who you were going to cheat with. So
I've
are you
never
saying?
cheated, but
I'm just saying, like, okay. All right.
Word on the street is women. It's more feelings involved. Is that true?
no. And
Oh, would that be true?
as far as the males cheating, there's a lot of times where I hear that men cheat because they felt like the link up, the sneaky link, the other woman was someone who would listen or somebody that they could vent to, or it wasn't always about the kids and work and money and the house and finances. Like, this is just someone that I can talk to about random stuff, and I can also hunch on, pay them a little money, maybe not. And that's just what it is, right?
I think men have different phases for which one they cheat for.
Every
I say
situation
the
is
first
different.
one, the first one could be something is lacking at home, lack thereof of what you're getting from the female,
Right.
and it's like, dang, you need something to fill this void. Like, she may be interrupting your peace, and so you come home on purpose to your girl for peace, but then now you don't come for that peace. So that's not you trying to find somewhere to get that peace, and then you go there to get that peace.
Right.
That could be that, or it could be just the adventure, the thrill, like the fact that
Or
we
still being
sneaking
wanted.
around.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we sneaking around, it's a thrill for some guys. That's what I think it be.
Well, I feel like that's more of a description of a man having a side piece.
That's still
A
cheating.
girlfriend.
That's
I mean,
still
it's still cheating,
Right.
but it's still cheating to a different standard because
What do you mean?
a guy can cheat and just have a one night stand with his girl and never see her again.
No feelings involved,
Yeah, no
nothing. He
feelings
just
at all, no
wanted to
attachment.
get
That's
that off.
still cheating.
I ain't saying
No,
it's not.
we're
That's
saying-
just
I'm
we giving you
describing
what it
different.
is.
So, but y'all don't think a woman can do that?
I'm not saying they can't because yes, I've seen it happen. I've been a part
And
of it.
clearly, for you to be able to say you had a one night stand, it had to be a one night stand on both ends.
True.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I can also say that not all women have sex for emotional bonds.
No, that was my
I agree.
question because that's why I said word on the
I do
street
agree.
is
That's
a
what
lot
you-
of conversations I hear. That's what they say. Women is about. It's more feelings involved than anything.
Sometimes, I mean,
Every situation is different.
It's situational because
Yeah.
especially when you got your feelings, like you got your heart broken. At this point, you in that phase of where you just want to mess around. Then, that's what you do. Like, that's what females do. You get into that mode of, I'm not studying nobody. Like, I just want to get it in and go. That's it.
That's your phrase.
Well,
Get
that's not my phrase, but that's what I
Get it
think
in
it
and
is.
go.
Yeah.
Get it in and go.
What's the
Alrighty.
double standard y'all think us females hold on to that's not fair?
A double standard that is not fair. I feel like women still hold men to the standard of like the stereotypical man, the provider, and the provider and protector. But
And they were wrong for that.
no, I'm not saying they're wrong, but
You ready?
I swear. But
I'm gonna just
if we are held to the
No,
title,
you good.
why is it so wrong for men to hold women to the same
standard
standard?
as far as
So that's the percentage wise, right? It's like, how it used to be 60-40, 60-30,
on what
70-30 on the men and bills, like household wise.
when? Because now it's a little different.
Now it's 50-50 because
I mean,
women
it
can do
should
just
be.
as much as men.
you want
That's
so
what it
much,
is.
but I still
Opportunities have
to
gotten
work.
better.
Yeah,
Right.
like so. But that's important to discuss before you decide on relationships and marriage, because some people are okay with certain things that other people aren't.
That's very true.
So,
what's your percentage? Are you 50-50? Or you like percentage of which part of the man should take over and what part should the woman take over? Should she meet you halfway?
Or are you just 100%?
I've done 100%, but I feel like you should, like you said, you should talk about it prior to moving in together, living together, and I feel like that's part of the steps that you find out if this person is the best teammate for you. Because I feel like in every relationship, that's your teammate.
Right.
And you trying to, succeed, progress, and be better in life for one another. And that's just something that depends on the two people that are together.
So if you pay 100% of the bills, you still expect like the house to be clean and laundry done, dishes, the kids, situated. That's
if I'm paying 100% of the bills, do I expect that?
Yeah.
Are you really thinking about it?
Yeah. I wouldn't expect it, but as a team,
I ask why not.
That's why I'm 50-50 because we're a team.
Right.
Bill, it don't matter what it is. Now, certain things I might go all the way 100% with. Right. It just depends on what it is. But 50-50 for me, or what can I say? I've always been 50-50. I'm going to just say that.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 too. I feel like it should be. Unless you want to be 100%. But, I mean, I'm down for 50-50 too, though. I feel like I can meet you halfway, at least.
How does that make you feel as a woman, as a man, paying 100% of everything? When it comes to bills, if y'all go out to eat,
I probably would still find my own hustle on the side. Like, I mean, you want to pay the bills, okay, but I would probably still find my hustle on the side just to be able to hold up. Because everybody have bad days, so the days when you have a bad day,
100%.
I want to be able to be like, all right, I got us. Like, I got us for the next 6 months right now. Go ahead and take your time and get yourself together.
Fall.
You know what I'm saying? That's that's why I would still go ahead and get my side hustle for the backbone. I'd be the backbone.
It's a fucked up situation
if
something happen or when something had a lot, because something is going to happen.
Right.
And when it happens, then he looking for you for that support, and it's not there. Then the relationship is getting rocky because it's like I'm looking at you
for?
Like I've been doing 100%. What have you been doing? What are you
here for?
You would be looking at the female like.
Right. I guess I was wrong.
Right. And not being negative, but in some cases, like breakups do happen, and I don't feel like it's safe to depend on somebody that much to where you're just like, okay, well, you're doing everything. I'm just finna stop making any type of way of making money.
Yeah.
No,
right,
you know what I'm
dangerous.
saying? But people do it.
Because what was it? A comedian, I forgot what, it was a big black dude, but he's talking about how when a dude gets money, it's like your time might be limited, because he was like, you can cough the wrong way. And he was like, I can't do this no more. You trip. I thought that was pretty funny, though. I wish I could explain it better, but that shit was funny as hell.
Do y'all feel like, would y'all be able to be with a woman if she paid 100% of the bills?
Yes.
If she made more than you
answered
and paid
that really
100%?
quick.
I could, but I'm not
Making more isn't a problem for me. Like my ego, all the pride. Now, paying for everything, it depends on the situation. Am I jobless? Do I not have a job and she's still paying everything, or what?
But she's making good enough to be like, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Me as a man, I wouldn't be able to let her do that. Behind her back, she'll probably go to pay a bill and it's already paid or something. Because she's already set on wanting to do it, so I got to
go ahead and do it.
Right, before she do it, because I know she want to do it. But look, let me show you that I can still be there.
Because in my opinion, if my woman is doing that, she finna be spoiled beyond measure.
And that's what you finna do with your source of income? Because 100% of the bills and everything is paid off.
If she's paying everything, I'm gonna make sure she's spoiled.
Well, that's good then.
Because, I mean, that's not,
that's
in my opinion, that's
still 50-50, right?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if I'm taking care of it.
Yeah. It's just in a different...
Because you doing all this, baby, I love you.
Yeah.
You can't go nowhere.
She's shown. Is she doing it because, is it a flex thing, or is she doing it because she just got it and she just really want to do it?
Because there are women like that that will that will really try to pay for everything for a man because I feel like they feel like they're afraid to lose this guy.
Men do it too, though. You don't think men try to buy women too?
Right.
Yeah, true.
Because they're afraid of losing her, so they
Well,
gonna
Gifts, bills.
I'm trying to
I done
Cash
been
app.
in that
flash
situation.
material
before.
things. in
You've
her
been
eye.
in that situation, so
Right.
you've tried to pretty much
Buy
buy
a woman?
someone.
Right.
What
But just I wouldn't even say back, but because I'm a generous person anyway. One of my forms of way of showing you that I love you and I care about you is I'm going to buy you nice things. So I guess I got caught up in that, but she wasn't really feeling me, and I didn't see it until what happened.
And how long did that? How long were you doing those things?
This was about 2.5 years.
Oh wow.
Jeez. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not to be dramatic.
But it's
But
just
that is a long
I
time.
was
it's very
blind to the
long.
fact I wear my heart on my sleeve
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah,
so it's
We
just-
have different love languages, and sometimes we use our love languages and instead of like trying to understand someone else's. And I'm assuming maybe you like gifts and stuff, so you was like,
yeah.
well, I'm gonna just
Or that was just his way
I
of
like 'em
how he
sometimes.
kind of,
showed his.
his
Physical.
emotions and things towards somebody is by just buying them something, gifting them.
Yeah, it's
because I
easier.
wasn't always good at communicating in a relationship either. I struggled with that a
That was
lot.
your love language.
Right.
That's what's up.
I get it. But yeah.
So
But yeah, money and material things tend to attract the wrong people sometimes. So
Sometimes.
real
that can be
talk.
why you in situations was like, dang, she wasn't feeling like I was feeling. She only saw your dollar signs.
Maybe not. Maybe
What you think she saw then? If she wasn't attracted and he pretty much just 2 years?
okay. I take it back.
She stuck around for 2 years. 2 years,
Yeah.
you know what she saw.
it's situational though.
But
Everybody.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It is definitely
definitely.
situational. Another double standard is I had it, lost it. Another double standard would be for me is in the workforce. Like women and men can't do the same thing, can't do the same thing.
They can.
Yeah, I feel like they can, but
To an extent.
yeah, to an extent because I mean everybody knows like there's a difference in physical limitations for a female and a male. I'm not trying to say women and men should.
Not what Uncle Sam said.
No, I agree. He don't believe in that at all. But even in that aspect, because I'm in the military, there are some things that say I get pulled to do that they want to ask a female to do,
Yeah.
and I understand that, but I'm not pissed off or upset about it. I get it.
Some
But
areas
some
are
women-
just male dominated too. Like 99% of brick masoners are men. Women just don't want to do that job, I guess.
Because of the hard labor.
Right. So it's y'all kind of pick and choose. Women kind of pick and choose. Well, we want to be fair over here, but y'all don't want to be fair over here.
But do you think
You
it's generational? Because what if I raise 6 females
That could
and I
be
raised them
generational,
all
too.
to learn how to stack wood, build houses, weld, and all this?
Yeah, it's women
I
out
mean,
there.
it's possible. Yeah, because I mean, there are
Society will look at them like, what in the world? Are these men? Like they would put them in another category. They would
Right.
not, because of what we expect it to do, what we are known to do.
Right.
More so be secretaries and
Stereotypes.
assist. And
Yep.
I mean, that's one stereotype for
I
me.
mean, yeah, that's just
Times are
society,
changing though.
Like you said, times are changing.
Because I can change a tire.
Real talk. That's
Yeah.
that's one thing. Like
Change oil.
you
Yep.
shouldn't. Yes, a man should do it, but you should know how to do it yourself.
Right.
If
Yes.
you're in one of those situations,
Right.
because a stranger can pull up on you. You don't know if this man really want to help you or not. You feel me?
Right.
So if you know how to do it, you're kind of in a safer situation because you can get it knocked out, and especially if you got the right tools, it only take about 10 minutes.
That's survival of the fittest.
A woman can change oil
need
too.
more
It's
than
just
10
about
minutes.
wanting to do it. I mean, if you got the an electric drill,
And
No.
the thing that
pop the jacket up,
yeah.
Yeah.
pop the nuts off, get your tire on there,
I
drill
I
it
know what
on.
to talk
and-
about though. I know what it look like.
We know what it is when it's time to use it.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't on double standards though. Are we? Y'all want to
mean-
keep going on that or what?
No, we just talking. Literally, like we
Okay,
literally just talk.
so
Yeah.
are y'all still sold on the American dream
American dream as in
as far as the house, the white picket fence,
No.
the car?
No.
Why? When did it change for you, or what did you realize that made you realize that the American dream isn't everything it's shaped up to be?
After I graduated from college.
And
I honestly, if I could go back and start over, I would do things completely different. College is a scam, you ask me.
Yeah.
Having that white picket fence, I mean, yeah, that's all good. Becoming
Nice.
the Huxtables, it's very nice. But I feel like my generation alone, we're people that's so mobile that we can't stay in one place. You know what I'm saying, for too long. So the white picket fence is not gonna be ours because
30
we're gonna
years.
buy a white picket fence and only have it for like 4 years, give it up, and we on to the next state or the next country. Like we moving, we constantly
love to
moving.
travel.
I never
That's
looked at it
job
like
wise
that.
too. Like I'm not a corporate person. Like I can get a corporate job, but eventually I want to be able to wake up when I want to and go to work when I want to go to work and not work when I don't want to work. I don't want to have to keep working for somebody. So I feel like that's when an American Dream lost me, right after college. Like it was like, oh no, I paid for this and it's not. I'm not even about to do this. Like I went to school for this and I'm not even about to do this.
Yeah, and I think definitely in like today's society where we look at other people's situations and feel like we need to compare to those or we need to get like those. And I feel like everybody's journey is going to be so different. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Everybody.
even want a white picket fence. You know, at the
Right.
end of the day, I know that my family is going to be completely different than yours whenever y'all have y'all. So I feel like whatever comes organically is what's meant for me and mine. But
When did you realize that?
um,
Since you never wanted the white pick, what did you want growing up? Because I was sold on it at a young age.
I'm not gonna say I was sold on it, but I will say like maybe like getting out of high school, I just knew in my mid-20s I was gonna have a husband and maybe a kid. I don't have it either. Well, I'm close, but I'm not there
You
yet.
acting like you just well into your 30s.
I'm not.
But of course, every female in
Yeah,
their
you
mid
just-
20s
you
is
just
like,
know you
okay. You find somebody and you with that person. Most of the time, most good females in their mid 20s find somebody and they with them for a long period of time to where you automatically start seeing white picket fence, family, and all of this. And then when that dream dies, it's like, oh, this is what I thought I was.
Now I gotta hit restart.
Reset. Yeah,
Right,
it's like,
so-
oh, this is really not where I'm going with it. Now I'm starting to really learn this is not even my journey. Maybe something totally different. I mean, I have a white picket fence. I may have a smart house. Who knows?
Okay, here we go.
I'm just saying, who knows?
In this
No,
day and
that's
age,
my
that
house.
is a legitimate dream or a legitimate thought.
Yeah.
to have.
Literally.
For real.
Just not when I say white picket fence, I'm saying like
The stereotypical. Yeah.
the $200,000-$300,000 house with the nice car in the garage. You got the dog, the husband,
The kids that play soccer.
Right.
One girl, one boy.
The ideal family house.
right,
Green
Brady
grass.
Bunch,
You right.
Brady Bunch, that's a stretch.
but less
I don't know
kids.
if I'm on 6.
Oh wow. Good luck.
But no, that would have been like that was definitely a good dream. Like just to see myself in that position, it was like, yeah, I can. But then eventually, reality started to kick
Yeah.
in. And it was like, all right,
It's not gonna happen.
not
sis.
that I wouldn't mind being there, but I'm not finna be sitting here, putting all my eggs in that basket, thinking I'm gonna get there. Like I'm gonna be real with myself.
And it works for some people. Like it happens for some people, but
Right, because a lot of our white friends out there, they
they
in
do.
high schools and
Yeah.
they work
that's
for the
it.
rest of their
Yeah.
life.
That's it.
They already know who their husband
Right.
is and everything.
See,
It'd be
is it that they're
shocking.
groomed to be that way? Because I know a lot of probably their parents are like that.
I
We
don't know
need
the
to get somebody
statistics on
on.
it, but I feel like after like pregnancy, I feel like they take marriage like more seriously, or they feel like, oh, now, well, it might be different now, maybe by a little bit, but you don't feel like blacks compared to whites when you become pregnant compared to when a white woman becomes pregnant, you don't feel like sometimes the white man feels like he's more obligated to get married compared to us.
Only reason why I don't is because they grow up already like in the eyesight of marriage. Like I don't think them having a kid makes them more serious. I think it's just they already know what's gonna happen. Like they learn, they look at people, they look at their family members already like married with a kid, and this is this. I guess it just sinks in once they have a kid that I'm here where my dad is. So boom, marriage, kids, family, dog. I mean, they just see it. It's generational. They see what they see. For us, we see generational. My mama, a single mother.
Yeah.
Daddy ain't ish. So guess what? Follow suit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think they look at it and we look at it. It's just literally generational. Like if I was raised into a family that way, then I'm gonna want the same things.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right. Well,
So-
maybe they see that more than what we
Yeah.
do.
Of course we don't.
A
We
lot
definitely
more.
see. Yeah, they see more than we do.
But we're getting there. We are growing and we are breaking more generation curses.
Keep
That's
on
definitely
having
one I
these
wanna break.
conversations right here and kind of try to push it to
Yeah,
the young
'cause-
people.
but well, for me, it's kind of like Lo said. You grow up, you got your single mom. Which I'm saying my mother, she was a single mother. I grew up. I don't know who my dad is, but I always thought to myself, what I'm seeing from how my mother's raising me. I'm saying the things that I want that I don't have as a kid, and I'm pretty sure that's what most people that will go through the situation I went through. They want the same thing. Because my goals is I want to be a husband, a homeowner, and a great father. Those are my goals. Now, as far as that being a part of the American dream, I don't look at it like that. I just look
This
at
is
it
what
as
you want.
this is what I didn't have,
Yeah.
and I want that for the rest of my life. For
That's
my
how I
family.
look at it. I
Yeah.
get that. Like I wasn't off for this, so I want to be able to offer this to generations to come. That's a good thing, though. Really.
Yeah. And being able to recognize the things that you didn't get and being more positive about it. Because I know some people who do have daddy issues and they just carry it the wrong way in a sense compared to trying to be like, okay, well, let me turn this around and try to do better. for
Take
when
it as
is-
motivation.
Right.
Yeah. I got. Do y'all think it's different now versus back then, where like most moms hated, like most parents hated having kids in the black community. We hated having kids to the point where we kind of tortured them, or like we really kind of didn't pay attention to how we was raising them. Like we really didn't want kids. Versus now, you got a lot of people that really is like open to having kids and really taking in how to really raise a kid. You think it was a difference? You think it was more of what they went through in their past life, like trauma wise?
As to why they acted that way.
Why they treated their kids, well, us, because we the age of parents when it came in, and they very like they didn't really chastise us, or there could be some things they could have changed as far as raising us. Do you think it was just they really weren't studying at the time?
I think a lot of it has to do with just the era that they were in too.
The way they was raised in the household.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to think nowadays we do promote more mental health issues, positivity, and
Very
going
recent.
to get therapy. Then
Yeah.
like that
Everything
wasn't a thing.
is
Yeah,
changing.
because we grew up, and if something's wrong with you, they didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Or-
I'm gonna say they, but
See
it wasn't acknowledged.
We also grew up where the teacher and the teacher, the neighbor, the person at the store could whoop you.
Right.
I don't know what y'all mean, but
neighborhood.
shoot,
Oh,
if
yes,
the
for
whole
sure.
community can put their hands on you if you did something.
Yeah,
But I mean, I guess that comes from the phrase that it takes a village to raise a child.
literally.
And that was the village. I think it was more so just generational. Like, I don't know if it was our generation or this upcoming generation. What is it, X or Z?
Z.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if it was them, but it was a generation
Not
where it's
them.
like
I don't know if it was them.
we're millennials. But it's I think it's generational. Like you get that generation where it's like, you're not about to put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a generation where it's like, if your teacher hit you, you really ain't finna say nothing. You gonna cry and go sit down and get right. You know what I'm saying? But you got the generation where it's like, you not about to put your hand. I'm about to challenge everything you say. Like that's the generation we in now. It's a why for everything.
Literally.
But the
It's a
question
why.
I'm asking is, me and Ju talked about the walls that us as blacks have to get over because of certain things that were put in our way by.
So you're saying
The
that
white
because they
people.
put the laws there, you think that is that hindering something?
Right, because if you don't put those laws to where you can kind of discipline your child more, if you don't put those laws in place, maybe kids are still getting disciplined the right way and they're learning their lesson from that disciplinary action versus now parents are scared to do it because of if they go to school and a white teacher see it or anybody see it and they tell something, they can lose their child.
I'm a foot in and a foot out. I'm a foot in and a foot out. And I'm going to say that because of my childhood getting beat the way I did, it could have been considered as abuse. So I'm a foot in and I'm a foot out. There are times where I did get my butt whooped, and it definitely helped with who I am today. Don't get me wrong. My mannerism and a lot of the things that I do or how I carry myself is because of I got some act right. But there are some times where it was, situations where it wasn't even cause for. You know what I'm saying? It was
Definitely.
like you just didn't want kids at this point, and you made it show. So I'm a foot in and a foot out with it.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. As far as whippings and punishment, I was a really good kid.
You
I
look
got
like
like
you
two.
would.
I got like.
I like that shirt too,
I got.
by the way.
Thank you. I got like 2 whippings my whole entire life, and I didn't get suspended from school till the 12th grade for being in the library.
Oh, bookworm.
So you had to get on here and say how you was a good person.
Hey, it is what it is.
She probably got. Yeah, she said she got 2, but she was probably real sneaky and didn't get caught.
Was
'Cause
that
I
the
know-
case?
You missed one
Mama-
occasion. You missed one occasion. One event
Because
you got
I
in trouble.
mean,
Oh,
Spring?
I said high school. Wait, that was
That was high school. Spring
How long
break?
y'all been friends?
Since high school.
9th grade?
No, actually.
technically 12th grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean-
Okay, I didn't get like a whipping for that one because my mom, the way I was raised, like at first it was really strict. It was like I was almost afraid to get in trouble. I guess because my brother got a lot of whippings. Like one time he was getting a whipping and he just started praying, and I was like, you know what? I don't want that.
I can relate to that because I mean, I know for a fact I only have 4. But
Oh, well,
my
that's good.
4,
You was a good babe.
I just didn't get caught with a lot of stuff.
Oh,
but the
you was
4 I
good.
got, before I got it, I know they were all on holidays.
Mm.
They were all on
You
holidays.
act out when people came around. That was you.
Because I remember
Don't be
the
embarrassed.
ass whooping I got on Easter. I was about to run away that night. I can't believe it. I was like, it's Easter. I got whooped on
I
Christmas.
did run away once after I got whipped.
How far did you get? 'Cause-
I was gone. I didn't come. Matter of fact, check this out.
Where they found you at?
Ain't no fine. My mama went, look, we got hands and feet and anything my mama can get her hands on when we got whoopings. But when I look back, like you said, it made me the person I am
Right.
today. So I'm not it. Of course, I was mad in the moment.
Right.
But as I look back,
it was
I deserved
Yeah.
every ass whooping I got because I was in the wrong. But anyway,
I should have got
what was I saying? Running away. I think I had got a whooping the night before, and I'm the oldest child of 5. So I'm feeling unloved and all of this. And I packed my clothes up and I walked across the field to one of my homeboys' dad, and I asked him, could he take me to my cousin's house? He was like, no, then it's this dreadhead dude. So I didn't know it at the time, but he was a cool old dude. He ended up taking me to my cousin's house, and I think this was 3rd grade. And went to my cousin's house. I ended up going to Lee and West End, and I didn't come home until the 6th grade.
What?
So,
Yeah.
but your mom knew where you were at.
She knew where I was, but
Y'all just need a
still,
little break.
yeah.
But she
At third
respected that.
grade,
She
you
didn't
was-
make you come
At
back.
3rd grade, she let you
She
have a
had
little leeway.
4
My
other
mama would've
kids
been
to
like,
worry about.
Yeah.
She's
Come
just
here.
like-
That's true. That is a lot, though.
But that's crazy because the reason I went back was because my cousin took me to my auntie house and everybody was over there, and I just missed my family.
Okay.
And
Oh.
I wanted to go back, but then I think I ended up leaving again after
Oh,
that.
You know what?
He's
I mean,
just-
hey.
yeah.
I just thought about something after you just told this story because I didn't never know that about you. And I remember, what you just tell the story about you running away and you coming home to the 6th grade. Because I remember in our first recording, you were talking about how when I was telling the story about me going from a predominantly white school to a predominantly black school.
That matter of fact, the day
you
we
said you
met,
didn't know
I
about
was
that.
coming from black schools, period.
And going to a white one.
And I had never seen a white person in none of that. So I'm culture shock for real, for real.
Speechless. He
Wow.
wouldn't say a word to nobody, even
He
me.
just didn't know what to do.
And I'm just wondering why he's so quiet. And he's like, Never seen so
Exactly
many white
how we
people
met.
in one place, and I'm just like, okay, I get it because I had
You
my
already went
culture
to
shock
yours.
at
Yeah.
8 years old,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh damn, there's this many black people.
I
out here for
failed
real?
the 6th grade because I didn't want to talk, none of that shit.
What?
And coming from black schools, you know, they on 2 different levels. I'm gonna give you an example. My cousin, 11th grade at JO. I'm in the 6th grade at Gardendale. I get in the back of his mama car, we going somewhere, and I pick up his history book. And I said, who history book this is? My cousin was like, man. I'm like, you lying. This can't be your book. And we got into a little argument about it. I was like, bro, this is my history book right now in the 6th grade, and he's in the 11th grade. So that's how big of a gap it is between city schools and county schools. And that was one of the reasons my mom took us out of city schools, and she was transitioning to, when I came back, they were transitioning to the county schools because of that. She knew we would get a better education with the white folks versus where she went to school at.
That's crazy.
And I hate it's like that.
Right.
That's really crazy.
I want to give y'all something right now. So in 2019, the typical black household's wealth was $24,100
In 2019.
in 2019.
That was not long ago.
Right.
In the white household, what you think it gets? All 3 of y'all. Jew. So black household 2019 minimum 24. Producer, I want you to guess too. $24,100.
This is the yearly.
Right.
Yeah.
A year.
You said 24 and 1
Yep.
in the white household. I'm gonna go with.
Well, you
Feel
know
like
it
you
because
told
we
me
read
this.
this article together.
Yeah, you still want me to guess?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 118.
I'm gonna say 200.
100.
$188,000.
That's right. That is a big ass gap.
And we at
Yeah, to 20.
$24,100.
It's like, how are we making
That's
this stuff?
how
Wow.
that's how big of the gap. Matter of fact, I want to send you this link and I want you to pull it up
That's wild.
Why-
so we can take a look at this.
While you pulling that up, I want to ask y'all too. Since y'all started doing recordings and podcasts, what have y'all learned about each other since then?
Mute my mic.
Or have y'all learned anything new about one another since?
Not really.
I don't think so.
We kind of already been real with each other. We just really having conversations we done already had. Of course, we're not having them more in depth because there's a lot of stuff that we probably said in our conversations that's not recorded versus what we say recorded. We kind of dress them up a little bit, of course, for the audience. But I think it's a lot of stuff that we pretty much already know about each other. We just kind of.
But I will say there are times like where we're just having a random conversation. And I'm like, dang, we should have been recording.
Yeah, because we'll literally be talking and be like, bro,
Be the research.
this some good content. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, somebody should have heard this.
Have
Because
y'all-
it
have
don't
y'all
be
just
original.
Stop talking and like, oh, let's save this
Yeah,
conversation.
Yes,
for
we do
we
that.
do
Right
that
back
all
on?
the time.
Okay.
We'll literally, before we were about to record, literally right before we record, we'll start talking about something. I'll be like, wait, let's go ahead and just start up. Like,
do that all the
we
time.
literally do it
Yeah.
all the time.
Because I know that's what me and him had started doing. Like, in our last recording, we had a couple of our friends in here. And one of our friends, he was bringing up a topic that he was finna get in depth to right outside. And then everybody was listening. I said, hold up, pause.
Save it.
Let's go downstairs, put these mics on, let's get to recording.
Definitely.
And
Yeah,
because you can tell when a conversation is about to get real good.
yeah.
I
You
do.
can definitely tell. Especially when somebody about to go in depth. You be like, oh, hold on. Good content.
So how does that make y'all feel knowing that that's how big of a gap?
As far as
That's
the wealth,
crazy.
Right.
it makes me feel content at the fact that when you ask me that question about the American dream, it makes me content that I know that I'm on the right path at this point because that lets me know right there the American dream was never set for us. Like it was never there for us. And in order to get where they are, we got to take different paths and different
Right.
steps.
We got to stop spending money
Yeah,
on
think
what we
about it,
spend
though.
because we are
Nonsense.
Crazy.
out of all races, we are at the bottom. We are the last race.
It's lack
when
of
it
knowledge.
comes right.
It's lack of knowledge.
I mean,
And that's
American
another
Dream,
reason why I
like,
wanted to start the podcast.
I don't believe it was
to talk
meant
about
for us.
things like
Yeah,
this.
I don't think it was meant for us either.
Because when you think about it, even if it was on TV or it was advertised anywhere, what was the predominant race you saw have
That
the
uses
American
it.
Dream?
Yeah.
The American
White
Dream
people
was a group of white people that had a lot of money,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
they
And
figured
they had
out
the white
how
defense.
to loan that money out and make. So the American Dream was for a group of people to dominate a market, really, when it came to mortgages and loans and all of
It's a
that.
monopoly.
I think it's more of like a generational wealth too. Like I'm gonna keep this information solely
That's what I was
within
about
the
to get
family.
into.
Like they know it's information that you know what I'm saying within the family they would have that'll keep the money. You know what I'm saying the monetary part of it keep it flowing. So by the time my kid is probably 10 years old, he probably already got a house in his name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they keep the generational wealth going, and that's where we mess up at. We instead of us doing that, we take our kids' name and put the cable bill in their name, and then mess over it, and then they can't sign nothing
Then
out of
they
it.
already
Yeah,
jacked up.
already messed up. But I feel like now we've become more open to sharing the knowledge that we have.
Right.
to
Some
help other
people
people
anyway.
grow.
Yeah, some
exactly.
Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, that's true. Because I even know from my own experience, growing up in my household, I wish that I was taught finances.
All of
Me
those.
too.
I
Credit,
didn't,
life
I didn't get into
insurance.
financing until
Credit, like
Stock, like
The first time I saw my credit score, I was just like, this it? This right here?
I didn't learn about finance till I was maybe 23, like really learned till 23, 24,
how old are you now?
29.
and a lot of it you learned on your own. Like
Right,
it's like
everything.
golly, nobody taught us. Like we had to literally sit here and learn on our own about stocks and all of that. Like it's crazy.
And that's
It-
not to throw shade at our parents.
Yeah,
or
we're
not. Oh, not at all.
Because
It
they
was just
didn't
lack
know.
of
knowledge.
I was just
We
about to say they
just
going off
wish
what they know. They didn't know it,
that was
so
part
how
of
would
it.
we know it?
Yeah.
So I get it.
One thing to remember, and they'll be able to hear me, but one thing to remember is we was in slavery for like 400, it was like a long, long time.
True.
And we only been able to read for like less than 200 years.
Yeah, so you're
So we
saying
catching
basically they
up.
got like a head start on us. That's
Yeah.
why it's a little
We
bit more
most
information they
They
know.
most definitely got a head start.
And when they came over here,
Yeah.
when they came over here, those billions of acres that they was giving away, nobody black got any.
Nope.
So we didn't even have an opportunity to make money off the land that would have been given to us for when it comes to especially oil and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Back then when they was giving away that land, if a black family got that, maybe they could have struck oil and that would have started a different track for their family and people
Yeah.
being able to see that one family grow, and you know how it go.
Yeah. I got you.
So, yeah, I feel
It's
like we
been
are
a setup.
definitely behind.
So neither one of y'all have kids,
No.
nieces, nephews that y'all love.
I have I'm really close to my little brothers and sisters.
Okay.
I have a niece
Okay.
and a little sister, but
So early, do y'all know what a custodial Roth IRA is?
say again?
Custodial Roth IRA.
No.
So if you got a niece or nephew, somebody that, you know how little kids always asking for money. If you have a business or you can pay them to do something, draw me a picture. So it's a retirement savings account funded with post-tax dollars for people under 18. So you can start at 1 year old. It's whenever
If you
they're
own,
at,
but you have to own a business, correct?
no, you can pay them for a service. Well, hey, draw me a picture. Hey, but you can pay them $6,000 up to $5,500 or $6,000 a year.
Okay.
But and then say for instance you did that once, compound interest, depending on what your rate is, you never have to put money in that account again. And by the time they're 18, they got about $25,000-$30,000 just off
So
of
in other words, we're saying a trust fund.
kinda, but these are right. It's kind of tax free, depending on how you do it. It's tax free once you're pulling out.
Okay.
So it's tax when you put it in, but once you start pulling
Infinite
out,
banking.
y'all not up on infinite banking either.
No.
Okay, so we just gonna have to have y'all back in here.
You
We gonna have
know,
to
you
whole
understand
another
this on game.
conversation. Jew, you
Yeah.
still got them books?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so, but y'all got your phone?
Yeah.
Denzel Rodriguez. Go on YouTube and just subscribe to his channel because Denzel Rodriguez.
And this is referring to your kids creating generational wealth, correct?
Right. Well, it's a start, especially when they hit 16 or 18. You don't have to go out and get credit or do anything to get them a car. You've already invested in it, and that money has compounded over a period of time, so they can go out and buy their own car if they want to. But that's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That man is
I'm
the
gonna have to
GOAT
go do
when
some
it comes
research.
to
Right.
if you want to get in debt and get out real quick. No matter what it is, that man will give you. He will break it down for you. So sweet. That's a cold motherfucker right there. Excuse my language, man. But he is, and he's God driven too.
Well, that's good.
And
I'm
that's
gonna
another
definitely
thing
go.
I
I'm
was
gonna
like-
definitely go. Tune in and see what he got to tell me because I'm definitely willing to learn more at this point. Like I said, if I can pass it down, I hate that our I'm not gonna say our generation, our race is so jealous. Like we're the most jealous race, and that's what it is. That's why we can't pass
Envy and
information
jealousy.
around. It's because we don't want to see the next person
Go
doing
up.
better than us, and that's sad.
That's
like
sad as
that
hell.
is so
That's
sad.
Some
How
people.
we were kind of taught to be competitive,
Right.
and that I feel like that definitely holds us back because I mean, growing up, I definitely remember hearing my mother would tell me that if this kid was doing, why can't I? I'm just as good as them or I'm better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing that and it's being pushed in my head. I'm gonna start going about things like that. And I mean, yeah, you have things that people are better than others at, but it's also that okay, I might be better at something than Anthony, but that don't make me better than him because there's things that he does that's better than me.
Right.
And
And
you
y'all
learn
can
from
learn
each
from each other.
other.
Right. And that's one thing I be mad at myself about because I didn't push Jew and some of my friends as much as I should have because I recognized things that they were really good as far as sports goes and some other things. But when you have a group of friends that are recognizing
Your
the
talents.
skit right, they should want to, hey man, this maybe you should try to do this and focus on this because I
Help
see
you out.
Yeah.
that
right.
you're good at it. And all them niggas was fire at football. And I wish I had got on them a little more and be like, bro, you fire. We just need to work a little bit harder at it. And
Yeah.
that's what the kids now need to be doing with their group of friends.
Pushing each
Realize
other.
because I could notice something about Jude that he might not even notice. And if I can shine light on that and he realizes, hey, man, yeah, I am pretty good at this. Maybe
Yeah.
I should focus on this, then he could change. You could change the trajectory of somebody's life by just doing something small
A
like
little
that.
motivation goes a long way.
Right.
But I feel like that's how, well, just with our core group of friends that we had, that's something that all of us were lacking because it took me until I was trying to talk to one of our friends about something I felt like he should do because I felt like he was going down the same path as our older brothers. Another one of our friends told me it wasn't my place to tell him that. And when he told me that, I'm like, what you mean? This is my boy. We grew up together. And when he said that, it made me realize, like, we really been lacking in helping each other grow.
Hmm.
Because when he told me it wasn't my place to do that,
But why?
Right.
it shocked me. And then that was just something that had always been on my mind.
I know exactly what you're talking about. We had a conversation about that.
Well, luckily I've grown and I've been put in a place where like my circle of female friends and my support system in general is just nothing but positivity. And it hasn't always been like that, of course. Like over the years I've had to, let go of a few friends, but growing and maturing, you can kind of pick the good apples and, you have to surround your circle with people who you want to be like or help grow, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's what's
Yeah.
been helping me get to where I need to be.
And
And we were talking about that, 2 days ago?
Yeah. Definitely with you growing out of people, like you just kind of maturing past people
right.
and you just really choosing the people, surrounding yourself with people that's going to help benefit you and, give
Wanna
you a
see you
positive
grow and
vibes.
shine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all
Wanna
about
move,
the energy.
And we moving together. It's not like I'm just helping you or you helping me. Is we're doing this together. Like we making moves. Like for our friend group, like everybody pretty much kind of got like a business going on, and so like what we starting to talk about doing is more so like let's connect the dots. Let's see what you can do that I can do that I can help you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like let's connect the dots. You may have something in your business that I can help you do better with, and you may do the same thing with me. Like that's how we look at it with our business. Like I look for my friends to be more of my critics, constructive criticism and good criticism, to be more of my critics and tell me how can I better myself as a person and my business.
And you should be able to talk to them like that without them feeling some type of way.
right.
You
Just
feel
take
me?
it, yeah.
Corrective
Because
criticism.
sometimes you can talk to somebody and they feel like you trying to be
Offensive.
bigger than them, and it's
Yeah.
never like that with me personally. Because I don't care if you're a person walking on the street and I ain't never met you before. I want to see you shine. I want to see you
Yeah.
reach levels that you didn't know you can reach. You feel me? That's just like with y'all. Just meeting y'all, I like y'all energy, and I want to see y'all. I want to be there as y'all elevating. You feel me? I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, so we can look back. I remember them days when we was in Content Factory.
Right.
We still here as they grow as well. Because like I said, said before in previous recordings, that Content Factory. I feel like they're gonna grow and be so much more than what they are right now.
Yeah, that's what's
And
up.
I'm hoping I'm here to see it as well.
Right.
This whole building is pretty dope. This is our first time.
You didn't even
Yes,
know all that
literally.
was in there.
No,
So
we
look
were
at
like
us.
literally walking through, and we was like, "Oh, that is what's up."
Here.
And it's
You know what I'm
majority
saying?
black
Black
people in
owned.
here.
Yeah, we was like, "This is what's up."
So yeah, we want to look. We want
It's
to look
all
back.
okay.
Look back and like, y'all remember them days? That's what I want to do.
Question.
That's good.
Did y'all hear about the first black micro community? It's being created in Georgia somewhere.
No, where at? Well, you said in Georgia.
And created by black developers in Georgia has launched. It's South Park Cottages. And that's something we have been having a conversation about. I think it was maybe a month or two ago. We was talking about getting some land and just trying to bring a group of people together and maybe try to do something, be second or third or fourth, just trying to get something like this started, because there are no black communities that are black owned.
Right,
None. This
right.
is the first micro, and the architect that's going to be building it is black. The people that are going to be living there are black,
This
and
is
that's
all black.
just
I'm hoping they really
the
take
first
off.
one in life, and that's insane to
That
say.
is cool.
5.6 million micro home community. That's what's up. I'm hoping they really do take off with that.
They
Yes,
already
yeah.
they broke ground a couple months ago, so
That's
they
what's up.
already starting to build it.
That is good.
I'm just happy to see
I'm-
the progression. in
yeah.
the
Yeah,
community.
and we definitely need expansion, because that'll be definitely a good takeover. A good
But that's
takeover.
just sad that it's just 2022.
Just
now
It's
happening.
just
That
now
goes back
But
to-
I
happening.
mean, the stuff that you were telling
Like
me
you
about
said.
2019, that wasn't long ago.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed much at all, if at all.
Well, that's what's up, though.
But it kind
That's
of
what's
go back
up.
to what our producer talking about, like how we are so behind, because how long were black people in slavery? For over 400 years.
Yeah.
And
even after we were still mentally
Yeah.
in slavery.
Yeah.
So
still mentioning slavery, because you had our great
And
grandparents
some of us are
passing that,
still now.
passing that information that they were taught or they learned from their elders that were in slavery.
yeah.
And that mentality is still passed on to this day, like you just said.
yeah.
And
My
that's got to change.
my great grandma, she didn't graduate high school. She pretty much like cleaned office buildings and like big houses. I was surprised she got her driver's license. Like she got her driver's license when I was like a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like she could only pass on so much to me because of what she knew. Her dad was a sharecropper. Like that was just it. That was all of history. You know what I'm saying? So
And
That
I
goes
want
back
I
to,
want to
like-
be a part of that change
Yeah,
and come up and
definitely.
giving it. And hopefully somebody young hears these conversations and they put two and two together and try to.
Yeah.
But that's why we got to be the generation to teach our kids about financial
Oh,
literacy.
most
they don't
definitely.
Got
teach it
to
in
be.
school.
Soon as my kid, I told,
So, that's a sound shout out to the Content Factory.
I know that's
Yeah,
real.
real shout out to the Content
Thank you.
Factory. They over here doing big things.
I want mine to have a business by the time he 8.
Right.
Just I don't care what it is, but be in that mindset, because the younger you start, the easier it is to have those failures and bounce back and go. Don't wait till you getting out of high school and now you just now trying to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Definitely
Just
wish I
looking
could have
back.
did things differently because, I mean, granted, I take my life for what it is and I am grateful to be blessed thus far, but definitely wish I could have had a head start on a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
true.
But you just grow from it and you just pass it down.
Right.
Real talk.
Yep.
We
In my
been
next
have,
life.
Just ain't never go to the courthouse and get the paperwork from
Right.
Yeah.
Been cutting grass, you been washing cars, you been
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
didn't know.
literally.
Plates and
Just didn't
everything.
Just never put an LLC behind it. That was it. Nobody really put us on about, reserving your name.
I mean, we see it all the time. So much potential in the black community when it comes to just people in the medical field or people being artists or people that can actually help each other just from speaking words or physically being there and helping them do something. There's so much that we can accomplish, and I feel like most of us haven't scratched the surface.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same thing. I feel the same thing too. That's why American Dream is not for me. I just, Lord, let me live to see long enough to be able to see some foundations that I'm putting down,
Right.
roots
It's
that I'm
all
putting
about a
down
solid foundation too.
to sprout. I hope I see that. And even if I don't get to live the wealth of it, I hope it definitely get passed down generational to my kids and their kids.
Start with that
ongoing.
custodial Roth IRA.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be paying your son or your daughter to cut the grass every 2 weeks, but you're putting that in a Roth IRA account for them, and that's compound interest year over year. And then you look up one day and
There it is.
right.
Yeah.
But when it's time for them to chase a dream that they want to do or make an investment that they want to make, that money is there. You ain't got to scramble to try to figure out how you going to get this money so your child can do what they want to do. It's there. And you can start that when they're 1 year old. Compound interest at 1.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, tune into that because
Yeah.
I was not knowledgeable on that. This is why it's good to sit down and have talks like this because you learn information, and it's what you do with the information now.
That's true.
It's not who give it to you, but it's what you do with it. But I definitely thank you for that because I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna definitely do my
look into
research.
it.
But I failed to realize or remember that all four of us are in or have experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you in.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's just go around
the.
the table and say where you're in and how many years you've been in.
I've been in for going on 7 years now, and like the answer says,
MOS.
MIS is 89 Alpha. Of course, y'all don't know what that is, or most of you don't.
Right.
It's an ammunition specialist.
That's
And,
what's up.
I actually got in. Well, D'Anthony helped me get in. He kind of pushed me to get that mindset to get in. But then along my journey, the guy who motivated me to get in left me.
I got out.
You said,
He
dang.
left me. He said, he's like, you know what? The military's in the way. I was like, hey, man.
What?
So I was in 6 years, and you do the 2 on reserve.
Yeah.
I was a 94 Romeo, worked on
Were you guard?
helicopters.
Guard?
Guard, right.
Okay.
Worked on the helicopters,
Just left me.
instruments in the panel, in the cockpit, all of the stuff, the computer stuff, missile detectors, all of that stuff.
And the military was in the way.
Right. Well, you know how the,
At the time.
drill is.
Yeah.
You
it was
going
keeping you
and-
from other stuff.
Right. And
Gotcha.
Definitely understand.
I love doing it now. I got rewards, but the only time I had fun actually working, like getting my hands on the aircraft was in the 2 weeks that we did in
18, yeah.
in Mississippi.
Yeah.
And they had 15, 20, and I was in there going crazy. I loved it, but during the regular drills, we just doing inventory and sitting around twirling our thumbs, and that shit
Literally.
got boring.
That's the
Yeah.
down part
That's
of
the
being in the
hard part.
guard,
Yeah.
especially having drill, because you you go in the drill, and most of the time, I'm gonna say 90% of the time,
Thank you for your support.
you finna go up there and just be there. There's a lot of stuff they could have just told you through email or text.
That's the
Mhm.
part that I hate. And the older I've gotten, it's kind of like bothers me the most. it'll be 10 years for me next month. Actually,
What year you got in?
I got in 2013.
What year do we get in?
Well, you
Well,
know,
I think I was basic
got
training in 13.
Mhm.
Okay, so I,
I
think we
went
was right
straight at the
around-
right at the high
Literally.
school.
Yeah.
We were
Okay.
supposed. So our recruiter. Wait, did you have the same
wait a
recruiter?
minute, I think our
Yeah.
timing is
He
over.
told us that we were gonna like do the battle buddy thing, like go to boot camp together and everything, and that's not what happened.
Oh,
We
yeah, they
went
gonna
two
lie to get you in.
We went two separate places.
They
was
gonna lie to
awkward.
get you in.
Yeah.
But I think
Say
I
all type of
started
stuff.
November of 12. Basic training was that summer, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
Oh, this-
13, end of 13, 14. Or no, end of 12, 13.
Okay, I got
Basic
you.
training, AIT, all of that good shit.
Yeah, so it's been a journey. It's pros and cons to everything. And
Right.
I'm enjoying it, and it's honestly kind of helped shift me into the woman that I am. So
Now, one thing I hate that I missed out on is all of the resources that
Oh,
you can
yes.
use.
And
I
see,
didn't
that's
learn
another
about
thing
anything until I
none
got
of
out.
people, VA, education services,
Right.
everything.
Business, all of it. Use it to your advantage. Because
Yeah.
I didn't use any of it.
Yes.
Gotta try to.
None of it.
Not even like
Oh, my bad.
like nothing.
I didn't know until 2 years after I got out that, damn, I had all of this in the palm of my hand. I could have started my trucking business then
Okay.
and used all of those resources to help me get the business plan
Something,
together. They got so many resources.
I'm gonna have to look into that because I didn't look into the business aspect
Yeah,
of it.
the VA loans are lit. definitely.
Get your, what is it called for the business? I can't think of it, but you get, it's pretty much like a certificate or something where they know you got something to do with the military, so you get those advantages. Government, I don't know if you know about government contracting.
Mm-hmm.
You seen
Yeah.
what's the movie called about government contract? There's, War Dogs.
Oh,
Okay.
But government contracting, the government can't spend money. They have to go through a business. The government can't say, hey, I want to buy this building. They have to go to somebody that either in real estate or somebody that can get that building for them.
Mhm.
And they have to do that for everything,
Oh,
no
well,
matter
that's
what
what's
it
up.
is. So
But that's
no
how it
matter
is, like food and stuff.
no matter what business you start, you can be a government contractor and win those bids and start your business like that. And those checks don't bounce.
Right.
But maybe in 2022 or in the future they might, without everything that's going on. But
Let's hope not.
right.
Yeah.
And another thing I want to say is I kind of struggle with, should I just start preparing for what I think is going to come, or should I continue to chase my dreams and do all of this and that? Because everything is just up in the air right now. We don't know what's finna happen out here.
That's true.
Day by day. That's all you
Right.
can do. Just day
That's
by day.
true.
But I
You do it
struggle
different.
with that. I'm like, man, what do I do?
But I'm gonna definitely look into that
I s-
business part though. I
You
didn't know
got to.
that.
Got to.
so I know Reed was like, so what was it for y'all that motivated y'all to actually go ahead and enlist into the military?
So for me, I'm gonna just be real. As far as like guidance with like what I was gonna do afterwards, I really didn't have much guidance, and I really wasn't sure. I'm not gonna say that was my only reason for joining, but I knew that I wanted to go to college. I didn't really have many scholarships, and I knew that with the military, I would travel one way or another. Now, did I know I was gonna be in the middle of Mississippi? No, but
They don't tell you that.
yeah, it's not the fun part. I thought Germany or something, but
That's what everybody thought.
yeah,
Somewhere nice.
No
like,
idea.
finna get ready to
You'll
travel
never
the world.
yeah. But I knew like at the time, like me and my family really couldn't afford school either, so I just knocked it out. And honestly, I thought after my first like term, I was gonna be done, but I extended, and that contract's almost over. So
What you gonna do? You gonna re-up again, or you still
probably not.
thinking about it?
probably not. I've just kind of start seeing life a little differently, and I want to pursue other things. And in order to do so, like you said, it is time consuming. So I want to go ahead and get on that. So
Talk off. Remind me off camera.
I got you.
Need to put you up on game on something.
I got you.
Well, both of y'all really. Whenever you decide, you gonna get out. But
I don't know. But I didn't know any of that information because, of course, my family, didn't really finish school, so they didn't know how to do that. I had my brother who was currently in school doing that stuff for me, and towards the end of my high school career, he kind of passed. He passed, and I never learned how to do those things, and it was just like so much happening at one time. Like the coach is like, "You're gonna lose your scholarship because you never completed your application." This, and it's like I need an exit plan because I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. Because he was the one doing all my paperwork, and that's why it's like it's so important to teach each other everything because it's like this person can leave today or tomorrow,
Right.
and literally I was stuck in a situation where I didn't even know what to do next. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I could have sat there and asked people for help, but my pride and just me, just literally going through a loss and all that. It was just a lot. And the day of me sitting here deciding on what I'm going to do, the military people came in and it was like, oh, okay.
too easy.
Sounds good.
I needed you.
But my mom did not want to let me.
Yeah.
My mom was not hearing it at first.
Yeah, neither was mine. She
She
was
was,
like, I can't
she was
have
like,
both
"You
of
don't want to go
myself."
Air Force?" I'm like, "No."
So my reasoning was I was kind of just stuck. This is 3 years after high school. I ain't did nothing with my life. Still don't know what I want to do. And now I'm working at this lawnmower shop making $35 a day.
Shoot, let me come over.
Around. Around.
When you left.
That's more than what
Oh,
Uncle Sam said.
No, it's not.
$35 a day.
She's lying. She capping. Yeah.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Dramatic.
I
I'm
already know.
extra. I'm extra.
But I'm around 45 and 50-year-olds, and they're doing the same thing I'm doing. It was just an eye-opening experience. I'm just looking at life like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I just didn't know what I wanted to do, so the military wasn't out for me.
Do y'all feel like the military gave y'all a lot of discipline? Like a lot of discipline towards, like not just within the military, but outside personal life?
Yeah,
At
Definitely
first,
as a man. I feel like
it definitely
men's
different,
a man's experience is somewhat different than a woman's just because y'all, regardless of what y'all say, y'all do carry like a lot of pride on y'all shoulders sometimes. And I don't know how basic training is now, but for me, it wasn't too easy.
it wasn't for me.
Me either.
The first, like, I don't know if y'all had this same experience, but like the first 4 weeks, every morning you get up, your feet hit the floor, and they just throb. And mine was throbbing every single day.
That sound
for
like a
like
VA
4
claim.
weeks.
Yeah, it
I
sounds
was
like-
hungry.
And that's something I did not know. Trying to be a tough guy,
Look, the first
Thug
2
it
weeks I
out.
was hungry.
wanted candy.
No, I couldn't even eat, bro. I get that, right? And they like, you got to get permission to eat this. As soon as you start eating, you don't got time to put salt and pepper on your food or nothing.
No.
Put the
ma'am.
wrench.
You got
literally-
3 minutes.
You done. And they be like, put your spoon down. I'm just finna start. What do you mean? So for like 2 weeks straight, I did not eat because I missed my meal trying to put seasonings on my food.
Getting red.
good.
All right, get your ass up out of here.
As good of a person that I am, surprisingly, like I snuck peanut butter and cupcakes in my Camelback. Like
I snuck
every night.
granola bars in
How
my
you get
Camelbacks.
From the MREs?
We had them in D-Pack.
Y'all had cupcakes?
We didn't get the C-suites.
Like the breakfast cupcakes.
No.
They had them in
Well, the
the
breakfast was
Muffins. Okay, I'm
Nutri-Grain
sorry.
bars.
From the
Muffins.
D-Fat.
Muffins. I'm
The
sorry,
only-
not
the only
cupcakes.
sweets I
Hungry.
saw was the syrup that I could have put on my waffle.
Yeah,
if I
mine was
got it.
Nutri-Grain bars. That was it in the morning time. And I used to have to sneak them things up under my leggings. And then we get out there. Don't let us get smoked. I got to hurry up and grab it because we on the ground. Like,
I did get to the point where they didn't let us eat sweets for so long, sweets and candy. When it got to the point where they said we could, I ain't even
You ain't
have
even
a
desire
excited.
for it.
It take
I
31
didn't
days to
crave
build a
them at all.
habit.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, after that, I was perfect.
Man,
Good
I'm
up.
still
I'm
like
glad
that
you
now.
said that. That's
I'm
something we
still
need
like
to
that
touch
now.
on.
Because my brother, he has a sweet tooth out this world. And like I remember I got a cake for my birthday. I had one slice of the cake. It was a cake about like this big.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his boys tore that thing up.
so did y'all probably gonna think this weird. Did y'all used to like eat cough drops?
Yeah, no.
No.
You used to go get cough drops from the doctor. From the,
Basic training?
Yeah.
No.
you used to go to sick call and they used to give you some cough drops.
No, we used to take them from the PX.
Oh, that was your candy?
Yeah.
That's tough. That is tough.
Nah, I didn't have nothing sweet. I used to starve and I used to hit my stomach. Fire me. It got full off cough drops.
Just offering it. You want some?
Pop them in your mouth.
That's
Thing blessing
crazy.
today.
That's what we did.
I got the cherry and lemon flavor.
Never thought about that.
It had sugar.
Oh, my.
I had the coolest throat now.
My candy before, I think the last day was Twizzlers. The day on the bus ride too, basically. That was my last craving. And I feel like after that, I didn't even want, like after basic training, and then when it was time, I never ate them again.
I love Twizzlers.
That can in them MREs hit different though. I ain't gonna.
Man, and the peanut butter.
Ooh, used to be trading candy out there.
Y'all
Like,
had them
I
little
trade
packets
you-
of peanut butter?
Yeah.
That thing open.
And then you
put
get
on
you a
the
little crackers.
Yep.
Yeah. Or cheese. The cheese coming out too. You get some cheese and crackers.
But the worst part, those MREs will clog you up.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Big
Yeah,
time.
that's
Oh,
what that
wait.
was for. That was for-
Which
for
one?
That's
you.
trifling.
What?
So you wouldn't have
I
to
have a
use the
bad
bathroom
bladder.
in the field.
You talking about them
They like
laxatives?
No, they was
the food in the MREs is technically established to make you not.
not having
Yeah.
to go to the bathroom.
To stop you up. But you know what the gum is made to do? Push
Thank
it
you,
out.
yo. Yeah, I was people that didn't
Those
know
are
about that.
yes, we had a lot
And
of people that chew that gum. We
They was
like,
like, oh, it's some gum in here. Let me get it. I'm like, y'all don't do that. It's supposed to make you go to the bathroom. I'm like, I ain't going to go in the field. We had to do all that digging and camping and shit. Man.
Sitting on fucked up.
They was like, yeah, and it was yelling, somebody got some baby wipes?
oh,
They'll take their E-tool, dig a hole, go off somewhere, handle their business.
that's the worst thing ever. You gotta dig a hole.
Thankfully,
Y'all didn't
I've
have to do that?
Thankfully, thank you, Lord.
No, I didn't have to dig a hole at the time. I healed it.
Okay.
You dug a hole, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Most
Hey,
definitely.
when it's time to go, it's time
So
to go.
when you dig a hole, do you sit down like you on a toilet?
No.
Like how, you
Lean
have to
up.
just
I
squat
leaned
over
up
it?
against the
And
tree.
then you
So you digged your hole by the tree. You was
Right.
smart. You got a little
Just
back
post
breaks
up
in
on
it.
it,
Yeah.
and, you know.
do you cover it up?
Why you just, you know.
So did you put the
This
dirt
guy come.
Yeah, you put the dirt back
back on
over.
top of
Yeah,
it?
you have to
Be
take it back.
some disrespectful motherfuckers. I ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
They just gonna
Just
leave it
imagine
out.
somebody walk by and they step in human shit.
Pissed. Somebody gotta get slapped.
Oh my God, I have never digged a hole.
Me neither.
But I've been trained to dig a hole, so worst case scenario, you know, definitely gonna find me a tree. But wow,
Ooh, that's tough.
I'm telling the military, they'll teach you a lot of stuff, especially from basic training.
yeah.
There's definitely some benefits from it.
Yeah.
So y'all plan on doing this podcast thing long term?
Yes, definitely plan on doing long term. We hope that we get further than where we are. We hope all of us get there.
Real
you know,
talk.
eventually maybe we can get us a little radio station.
I know that
Tune
damn
in or
goals.
something, you know?
Goals.
We want to see that happen for everyone.
Yeah,
It's all
be
about
able to sit
growth.
on there and get on there. So hopefully, yeah, we have plans. We're open to more content. We're trying to see more ways to adapt to this generation and media wise, because they are definitely moving fast as far as electronics and media.
Right.
So we just
Trying
trying
to
to
catch up.
catch up and figure out how we gonna adapt and
How y'all would like
Stand out.
skits? Would y'all be open to doing skits?
So what's
and
crazy? What's crazy is when we first started, we actually had this you already know we had this this rap we was finna do, but it didn't happen.
we was literally about to be on here rapping, y'all. We was about to have us every other
We was
episode.
finna, yeah.
It was gonna be like a little section where we literally got on here and just freestyle rap. I promise you, I kid you not, we was literally about to do
Yeah.
that.
Can we get a
But
preview?
then Kiara got too scared. Talk about some. I don't know. We gonna sound serious.
So she's lying. Moral of the story
It
is
kind of sound like you.
yes.
anyway.
I'm like, bro, everybody would want to tune in just to hear us. Of course, we can't rap because she was like, we can't rap. We gonna sound lame. Of course,
But I
like
mean,
we
that-
cannot rap.
In this
But
day and age, goofiness and retardedness
sales,
sells.
yeah.
That's
Being
crazy.
you sells. That's what a lot
Yeah,
of
it
people they
sells.
be trying to be somebody
But
else
they
when
not.
you as an
Yeah,
individual
just be yourself and say what you think, and then if it comes
and
literally,
something like this
we wanna rap.
and something like this in YouTube, you're able to reach those people that are gonna fuck with you for being you. You feel me?
Yes.
Because
That's
you
important.
might feel like nobody in your city or your neighborhood understands
Understand you.
you, but if you put yourself out there on YouTube and the podcast, those people are gonna find you, and when they do, they gonna stick with you. They gonna buy
Right.
everything
Right.
you
They
put
gonna be like,
out.
"Oh, I'm feeling what they got going on."
Being organic is really important. I understand that. But even at that time, like we had our podcast at first was too organized. We was gonna do this, then we was gonna do this. and
Yes,
then,
we
like,
literally
Analysis
started.
paralysis.
We haven't even put nothing out yet. We were literally just like
we had a
sit down. It's like
a
go ahead
format.
and write out the way you're gonna talk. After that, this is next. After that, this
It
is
was-
next.
Overdoing
And
it
so-
instead of just
Yeah.
getting in
And
there.
then when we started recording, you can kind of tell we was kind of going off
a
a
script.
point, or it was just like it'll be awkward silence, and we like,
Oh, that's kind of like news.
Yeah. She was literally like, "What was you doing? Like giving out? You had like jokes and something. Like it was just too organized."
yeah.
But
And so we was just like, if it, we just finna talk.
Yeah.
Give out a topic this day and just start
I
talking.
ain't
Like,
go. We ain't even
so
worried
we'll
about it.
discuss what we're gonna talk about the day of, and then what would you be like? Hey, we're gonna talk about double standards today. All right, bet. And just start
And
talking.
maybe some subtopics and go. But our first season is really just us. But our second season, we really aim to like have a lot of featured entrepreneurs and help promote and just get everybody's opinions, like from a business standpoint as well,
Right.
but just like everyday life as well. So
So we doing the
Because
same
we looking,
thing.
yeah, we looking to like every episode at least promote one black-owned business,
Definitely.
or just business period. But we looking to do that, promote, try to get people put out on the map.
I'm with you
know?
on that. I
Yeah.
think I just I messaged what it is, Guster Law Firm.
Mhm.
I was just I put in something on Instagram, and the dude had just sold. He closed the deal for like $6.4 million. A black dude. And so I just messaged him and his wife, and I'm like, hey, would you be interested in coming on the
Sponsor?
podcast and just talking about your investment, giving tips as a black person? That would be dope for somebody that don't know how to do that, and they can see somebody of color and go, well, black, white, it really don't matter. Somebody can see it and, can be inspired by something like that.
That's what's up.
So we on the same
That's
thing.
what's up. Definitely being a part of the podcast, you definitely gotta like be eager and confident to just jump out there and ask people to join, expecting a no. Because a lot of
Right.
people be like no, but you just gotta take that chance. So I definitely commend
Get
that.
used to those
Yeah,
no's. and-
definitely get used to those no's. It's gonna be a lot of no's, but those yeses gonna definitely come in handy when it's time.
when they need to.
Yeah.
God gonna show up, show out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the 88 Club. Have y'all been in there?
Oh yeah, down on the south side.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all been in there?
Yeah.
So-
Talking
88.
about
That
we
portion.
went to go see like a live. I think it was like Valentine's Day. Actually, it was like a
Oh,
live
yeah,
performance.
gave-
they
It
were
was
open.
lit.
Gave us the green light for that to do
That's
an
what's up.
episode in
Yeah,
there.
so
Oh well,
So
shoot,
we
I'm
trying-
down whenever y'all ready.
We trying to figure out. I
Whenever
talked
y'all
to
ready.
Dez about it. He still got to get back with me and see if that's something he's
We need
able
to get
to
the
do.
producer down there. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I want to do it the right way.
That'd
'Cause
be
I didn't
what's
know
up.
about that place until what was last weekend or
When
Sunday.
we walked
actually.
in there,
and I was just like, "Dang,
it's
nice
nice.
little
It's
setup."
dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was talking to them. I said, "Where you think we should be at? Like on stage or
Off to the side.
Hey, or sitting them in
And within the
chairs?
crowd.
Yeah, because I feel like it'd be dope.
I feel like
said-
it'll be
I be
dope within the
trying.
crowd. You could just, you know what I'm saying, somebody walk by. Somebody of course, we will hope. And you just kind of make a joke about it or
Or
say
a
something
question.
about it.
Oh,
You know
you
what I'm
talk,
saying?
so y'all talking about just being in there while everything is going on.
Yeah. And we
So you're
just,
saying
That'd be kind of
y'all on like
if
the main.
like a featured show. Like, I
No,
mean,
like it's kind of empty and it's just us and whoever we brought in,
oh,
just
you're
in
talking about
being
the-
in
Nah,
the
that's
building
setting.
and using the
Okay.
setting as a.
that'll be nice.
But
That'll
I
be
didn't
nice.
think about it like that.
But
That
that'd
would
be
be
nice
dope
too.
too.
In the middle of the floor, we got
Right.
to, you know, just ask
But
random questions.
There's something work like that with all of the noise going on.
With it kind
It
of
would be
Can you
hard.
cut
But
stuff?
you still gonna hear.
Yeah.
yeah, I figured it. I mean, you got
Make it sound good, but you still gonna hear the background.
Yeah.
you
But
gotta
it's
think
gonna
of it
be
you
like-
see-
It'll be like recording at the beach. Like you gonna hear the ocean,
Yeah.
but it ain't gonna be overpowered.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, think about if you like say you can look at ESPN the commentators. You hear
The crowds in the background.
But I mean, you still hear them clear enough.
Well, that's a good idea.
understand
We
what they're
hope
saying.
we be included in your idea. Now we got an idea too. We got you know how you have a lot of during the summertime. You know they're getting
Hold
started
up.
up.
Do we need to pause for the calls and talk about this because
we
Somebody
just
might
gave
try
up.
to
somebody
Yeah.
might
Yeah,
try to
you know what?
snatch
Let's
this.
pause
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
call.
I just thought about it
It
when she
is a
said
little
that.
selfish, but let's pause for the cause. You
That's
know what I'm
understandable.
saying?
Respect.
We you definitely want to be able to be original and put something out, so I don't want to give it off.
Somebody
too
might
soon.
take our idea, but
And
you
they
know
can
what?
take it and run with it quick.
Right.
And we got a little
Like,
gap. We got a gap in between us because of what they got going on. So it's like a
Right.
gap. So we can't really jump into certain things so quick. So. But we can prepare. We got enough time to prepare.
Definitely. And that's what since we are doing the same, when y'all are doing it individually, when we're working together, we got to stay consistent with this.
Right.
Because that's the only way you going.
And that's hard for us
Level
because
up.
of our schedules. We've been
Yeah.
so busy. There has been a week or two where we were like,
Fell out.
yeah.
So
or you just
literally-
like, I just.
So literally,
Right.
how we do it now is, well, how we've been doing it lately is we'll literally pick a day, and we'll take a day and literally record like 4 or 5 episodes, and so then they can just already post simultaneously
Right.
because we know we be so busy. So that's how we have to do it.
Do y'all do videos as well?
No, we're gonna get it
We
started
tried.
today.
Okay.
You remember we tried?
So this is your first one? Or is
As
this-
far as video, yeah. So that's why I was like, we should have recorded today.
So
Because like we want to get into it, but you should have literally. We was weird on camera. It literally was
was
like
so-
somebody watching.
It was so bad.
So this would be y'all audience's first time putting a name with a face for the
Right.
people
And
that
this is-
Right. For people that's listening to us,
That's
that
dope.
their first time.
glad
like,
we can be
seeing
a
us.
part of that.
Yeah. So we'll definitely post this as one of our episodes. If y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
You know.
This is the feature of both podcasts. so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
perfect,
yeah.
man.
It's a
So definitely.
collaboration.
And hopefully we can get on FaceTime a little bit more. Of course, with y'all being gone, maybe a little different, but
Yeah,
They gonna have to figure that. Y'all gonna have to figure that out and then let us know
See how they do?
how y'all want to
I
run
might have
it.
to get y'all a sheet to make a
Because-
backdrop.
Kiera, you know what the time difference is? Is it 9 hours?
That'll be
I think
another
it is
thing.
9.5.
too.
But we
9.5
gonna work
hours.
through it. We gonna work through it.
Big difference, I know.
It's doable. It's doable.
Because let me
Is it?
think. Because even
If
if
we
we
set a day in
behind,
an
Or you
if I
just
set a day
like-
in 30
if
minutes.
we're say we're behind y'all right now, it'd be
Commitment is what it'll be.
11, almost 11:30 in the morning, and
Okay, well,
Over
yeah,
there?
yeah.
but if it's 8:30, 8:20, if it's 8:30 there, what is that? That's real early in the morning for y'all. That's like 5,
Big commitment
5:30.
when
Yeah.
we stick to
We
the
gonna
We're gonna have to do
schedule.
like a 11, 12 o'clock at night episode or something like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll work it. We can work it
Or
out.
something,
It's
yeah.
gonna work out.
It's
Well,
doable.
we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Got it.
Well, just to wrap things up today, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and joining us.
Thank you.
Because like I've told you, Anthony, that I felt like you two and how y'all are just originally, you all right?
Yeah. I'm
You all right?
You okay?
What happened?
good.
But yeah, after getting to
Teared
know
up?
y'all,
A little bit. It got a little sentimental real quick.
I cannot.
but like after getting to know y'all, I felt like y'all be real cool to do this with, and it was just a plus that I found that y'all had your own podcast.
Yeah.
So I told Anthony, I said I really want to get these two on here, and I feel like it'd be very beneficial for both. If
Right.
We could do a collaboration and just promote each podcast, and I feel like it'd be beneficial to both. So
Yeah, that's what's
So
up.
shout out to Low Key Conversations.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
guys for
Y'all
inviting
been
us.
in the building.
No
And what platforms can they find y'all on again?
You can find us on Apple and Spotify. Apple Podcasts, I'm sorry, and Spotify.
And soon to be Anchor.
Okay, that's what's up.
So this is something that we definitely do again, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
for
We
it.
definitely got a lot of collabs coming up. They should look for us in the future.
Most definitely. Bravo, bravo.
All right, well, till next time, man. Southern Family Podcast. We gone.
Bye.